WordPress uses themes to control the look and presentation of your site. You can quickly change themes and change the entire look of your site while maintaining the underlying WordPress software that powers your site. But themes actually go deeper than just design. They control the layout and functionality of your site as well. So you can create different layouts for different types of contents with your chosen theme. It's part of what makes WordPress so powerful. You can change the entire look of your site without ever changing the content or back-end structure. It can make updating your site and keeping things current a much quicker and simpler process. Themes come in all types and varieties. Most WordPress themes provide the overall layout or design of your site. They control the font styling, colors, and widget locations, and finally page layouts or templates. Now there is an option between free and premium themes. Premium obviously meaning that you have to pay for them. Usually what you're paying for is more reliable code and tech support. But I will show you how to choose a reliable free WordPress theme if you'd like to go with that. So let's take a look. So here we are back on your blog's backend or your WordPress dashboard. If you haven't yet installed a theme, this Welcome to WordPress thing usually has a place right here that says Customize Your Site, and it's going to walk you through a series of steps, and one of them is going to be selecting a theme. If you already have a theme installed and you want to change it, you can also do it here. If you've closed the Welcome to WordPress, you can also go over here to Appearance, and you'll notice that Themes is the very top option. So let's select that. Once you've selected that, what's going to happen is it's going to show you if you have an active theme already established, and it's going to give you a couple other options. These are the most common free WordPress themes. Up here, it also gives you the option for premium themes, WordPress.org themes, or if you want to upload a theme. Now, uploading a theme, you'll use this if you purchased a premium theme somewhere else, and they will give you a file to download when you purchase it, and all you'll do right here is simply click Upload to add that premium theme. But like I said, I'm going to show you how to pick a reliable free theme for now. And the easiest way to do that is to actually go over to wordpress.org and click Themes. This will allow you to look at a lot of themes quickly. So these right now are the featured themes. As you can see, 2019 is the current first featured theme for WordPress. Just like when you were over on your dashboard, you could see these other ones, 2015, 2019, 2017. There are a few others. Each one is just a little bit different in the layout. You could pick Popular, Latest, and another option is this Feature Filter. So if you're looking for a certain type, say you wanted a left sidebar, or you wanted to be able to customize your background, or you're doing a blog. You can still use one of these other ones though. That's why I don't pick those, because you can use one that was geared towards entertainment even with your blog, because posts are what make a blog, and you're going to have posts regardless of which theme you use. So let's come back over here. Oh, let's actually go to Popular. Now you see a couple more of the 20 ones. Now one more thing I would do before I actually pick a theme is I would click on More Info. And what you're looking for when you're here on More Info is you really want to see how many active installations there have been. Of course, you want to make sure that it's going with your latest WordPress version, which I think you just saw we were over in 5 point something. So this would go with that. But you see there's 1 million plus active installations, because what happens here is WordPress is actually going to update these themes. And you want to make sure that there have been a lot of installations so that if people have problems with it, they've reported it and then they've had time to actually update it. So when I'm picking a free theme, I just want to make sure that it is a theme that's been used and tested. 2017 is a very popular theme. So you can see there's 1,000,000+ active installations, and you can also look at ratings here. So mostly it has pretty high ratings, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Now let's take a look at this one. Okay, this one has 400,000+ active installations, and now if you look, wow, it actually has a lot of reviews, and they're all 5 out of 5 stars. Now this one's being used for e-commerce because you can see that they're selling things. But say you weren't selling things, you could probably still edit these to not have this information down here and just have these images that people can click on. If you wanted to see more, you could click preview, and this just gives you additional information. So here's another theme. Has 20,000 active installations, not quite as many, and there's no review yet. So go ahead, browse through here and pick a theme that you like. Take note of the name, and we'll go back to our dashboard and install it. If you have the name of the theme that you want and it's not here on your list, you can just click right here to add a new theme. And again, same as when we were on WordPress.org, you have an option, the featured, the popular, the latest, or if you took note of it, you could just type it in right here. Once you have that theme that you want, if it doesn't say installed like this, all you do is put your cursor over here and you can click install. And that's the exact same process if you already have a theme installed and you want to change it. So now let's go to the front end of the website and see some things that we can customize. Now remember, this is going to vary depending on the theme that you have. So everything I'm going to show you is not the exact same as a theme that you have. But what I want you to get out of this is how that you can play around with things and you're not going to break the website. It's okay. You can play around and get the style that you actually want. This website is using one of the popular WordPress themes, 2017, I believe it is. So this is an idea of how 2017 works. You see there's all these different images. And the toolbar is down here. Now what if we wanted to change the images? Remember I said if you click Customize, you can do more changes from the front end where you're actually looking at it and you can see it right away. So here you see we have the active theme of 2017. Most of them will have this site identity. Now you see I have it written in here, a site title and a tagline, but you don't see it on the web page. That's because this wasn't clicked. But if you wanted to change that, here you go. Now you can see it. If you wanted to add a logo, it would show up right here. You would just put select logo and it would take you to your media library where you could upload or select a logo that you already have uploaded. Now if you wanted to add a site icon, this tells you it should be square and at least 512 by 512. If you click select icon, again it takes you to your media library where you could select something that you already have, or you could upload a file by dragging and dropping or clicking select file. Let's pick one just so you can see what they mean by site icon. Here when it comes automatically to crop image, that's showing you that it is going to crop part of the image off to fit that because it wasn't a square image, it was actually a portrait style image. Down here you can actually change how it looks, whether people are looking at it on a tablet or on a phone. It's always a good thing to know that. Other things that you can change are the colors. So right now I'm using custom colors, but I could change it to dark, light, header media. So this is that current image that I have. It also shows previous images that I had so that you can switch back to those if you want. You could put in a video or even a YouTube URL, so it'll go to a YouTube video. And you can randomize uploaded headers so that it changes over time. Okay, menus. Right now we have a main menu. It's currently set. You notice it said currently set at a top menu. but it actually is right here below the photos, and that's because of the theme. And the entire menu will show here when you select that. And that's all of the sub posts. So a little later I'm going to show you how you can add to this when we get into the category lesson. You can also automatically add new top level pages to your menu. So when we talk about pages, I'll show you again how you can add those. You can have a social links menu where you have Facebook or other social media accounts. And you can change your menus here. So see, when I click this, it took away that custom menu that I built with all of my different categories, and it made it only these 4 items. Now when you want to make these changes, you have to make sure that you hit publish. If you don't hit publish and you X out of this, it's going to take away any page changes that you made. So this is a good way to play around with things and actually not make any changes if you want. We're going to have a separate lesson on widgets, so I'm going to ignore that right now. This just shows what you want people to see when we talk about pages. We're going to talk about leaving this set as a static page, so it's always the same thing that people see when they come to your website. It's actually the way that you want it. Okay, theme options. This theme had all of these different photos as you go through. This is how you would change each one of these different images and the text that goes along with them. That's only this theme. Additional CSS is a type of coding if you wanted to make advanced changes, and then if you wanted to add something for related posts. Now again, if you wanted to make these changes, you would click publish and they would take effect. If you simply X out of it, all the changes you made will be lost if you navigate away from this. I'm going to say OK because I don't want to make any of those changes. And that was a good way to play around and experiment without actually changing the way that my page ever looked. Now that you have the design of your website established, let's get started on building pages.